Oh, won't you listen? Go it your listing. It's Christmas, we're kissing. We're happy, it's mistletoe. We're just below this license. You see, it's all my sins. It's all Dyson. You got this parade, it's outside. It's a Korean ride, and you see, it's not snowing. We don't know if I'm going. I got secret spots in front of our lots, and it's got to be wary, but no one is scary, cause it's all in fun. You got lights in the run, everybody got some fun guns, but no one bringing guns, and it's happiness and Christmas time, and Rudolph and Santa Claus. I see it's in the walls, I see it's got this smile, and we're back, the lion and the truth, bringing rage, never youth. You as old as you feel you can go, as you see as you know, I can be. Welcome to the show. And just like that, we're back. Or I'm back. So I'm going to transition from point A to point B. I don't understand, those headphones are like a 50-50 shot of getting it right, and somehow I get them wrong all the time. I guess that's my not Russian, but that's my roulette chances, right? You play roulette, black or red, odd or even. You're like, okay, sweet. It hit black the last 10 times, right? Hit black the last 10 times. So this has got to be red. It's my time, right? Red. So you put like, fuck it, I'm going all in, putting 500 on red. And it lands on green. Green? What the fuck? Oh yeah, green. Gosh, damn it. Green always gets you, man, I tell you. Well, back into the show. As you can see, I was over there, now I'm over here producing, getting things going. This is Friday. What day is it? Let's see, it's up there. Friday, December 4th. I guess I could look at one of these other ones, but I just want to see what I look like too. So anyways, yeah, December 4th. We've got some topics on the board, what we're going to go, what we're going to do, what we're going to say. Things are happening every single day. Man, I am so busy. If you don't see me doing stuff, typically that means that I'm doing stuff. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But, if you know me, there's no chance that I'm like stagnant. I don't like to have my, my wheels spin and not go anywhere. I try to always be. I heard something here. I'll use it in perspective. I heard it on a podcast. They were saying that the best way for your company to stay relevant is to come out with a new product that makes your product irrelevant. Because someone's going to do it, but you guys need to do it. So like, if you were VHS tape, you would have worked your ass off to create the DVD. And if you created a DVD, you would have worked your ass off to create some kind of other digital form, and maybe streaming. Then streaming's there. What's next? What can we do next? We'll just put it in your brain. You know what I mean? Like, we got to keep on innovating. That's just kind of like you got to outdo yourself. And that's kind of like, even here, like when I'm doing this, I'm always trying to think the next level. The key to all this stuff is just, I always tell people it's, if real. I mean, being real. People say, what we can talk about, it's got to be real. If you're a real person, if it's authentic, have authentic conversations and talk about real shit. If you're trying to overly fake, or even like when I crack jokes and entertainment, that's just fucking naturally who I am. I'm not anybody to press, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. But, that's the way things go. So, what is it here? We're recording, got volume up, everything's looking good. I'll buy it. Sweet. So anyways, lots of things to talk about. We're getting on our way to Christmas. I got a little time off from work. I don't know. Here, I'll give you a little explanation. I don't know if you guys understand this sometimes. I'm a union electrician, and then also I do this. So I put in long days, like 17-hour days, you know, sometimes they get to be 18, depends how bad traffic is. And if I'm lucky, I might put in a 16-hour day. But typically it's like 17-hour days I put in. So after that, then I try to do this editing. I have some movies I work on, places around the valley. I try to do stand-up, try to always meet new people, new groups. I was doing stand-up at one location for a while. And then, I try to be there too much, try to, diversify, get other places and see from other things. Also see how different people run different mics. Some people, do one, like I heard one mic, it's like a waiting list. Like if you want to do open mic, the list is on there. It's legit. You email, you get on there and it's on the board. No one's, fucking with it. You know where you're going to be, what day you're going to be there. And then sometimes it's first come, first serve. And then sometimes people just, do whatever they want to do. They say, fuck it, I'm just going to move people around. Then like, hey, here comes this guy. I'm going to put this guy over that guy. And then, and people are like, what the fuck? So everybody does their own thing. But you get to learn, who's respecting the game and who's disrespecting the game. So go to different places, see different people, and then, let people be who they are. I always say that, I meet Republicans and Democrats and independents and people who don't even have any political affiliation whatsoever, just hate a certain, affiliation. But, let those people be who they are, and I'll talk to them, we'll have a conversation, but I like to give my opinions about too much shit because, everybody has opinions, you know what I mean? And my opinion doesn't mean that they need to even listen to my opinion. I always try to give statistics, my opinions are, I always try to tell people my opinions are great and grand. My opinion isn't that, black on black crime is a big deal. Like, oh, okay, yeah, no. Obviously all crime is a big deal. Like we don't, but, black on black crime is not the greatest either, but, if, fix black on black crime is just a part thing, but why? What's happening? Where's things coming? What's going on? What are these neighborhoods? What happened before this? I heard, someone I think it was on Reuben, they were talking about cops when they would be policing areas that they've been policing for 50 years the same way, the same situation, things, it's economy and jobs and opportunities people get in certain towns, just like certain small countries, they're always hasn't been successful forever if they don't have some kind of innovation or some kind of thing they're going to sell or produce or create, But anyways, I don't know how we got off the topic of all that. But yeah, so check this out. Always hit us up. I'm getting lots of emails, reaching out to everybody. Here, while I'm on here, I'm going to check this out. Different groups, which was Anchorage, Alaska, very good fans of ours. Statistically, I'm going to look at the areas and locations so I can give a shout out to, here I'm going to go to the last 10 locations. Europe. Germany's been a big follower in France. Frankfurt, Maine, Germany. Shout out to you. San Jose, always fucking big friends out there. Sacramento, Ravendale, Washington. Whew, well, that's pretty cool. Kingsburg, thanks for listening. Clovis, California. That's probably my kids. Don't listen to me. And Virginia, hell yeah, I like that. Philippines, got some listeners out there. Let's see here. Anchorage, Alaska's been our number one supporter. I think might have lost a few of them because we got so busy doing different things. But Anchorage, Alaska is awesome. I mean, they think they have the largest listeners that I've ever had. They're there in Anchorage, Alaska. So thank you very much, Anchorage. But anyways, let me talk the topics here. What I got. Christmas parade. I got a lucky spot out here. I'm at the corner of I think it's like 6th and Clovis Avenue, and I think it's like 4th, 3rd, whatever. But we're on Clovis Avenue with the Centennial Building, and they have a Christmas light parade that's going to happen. And luckily enough, because we have the spot, we have a thing that's saved for us out front. So maybe I'll go to that tonight. Maybe not. But we'll see. Clovis, California, got that old town feel, kind of, in a little tiny area. It'd be really nice to keep this feel, but still get some modern growth and some modern things going on. It's very, very still. We got a lot of opportunities. I think this valley and this town needs to take the opportunities that we have, and like I said, if you don't innovate, all the surrounding towns are doing it, and we're just going to get beat. So we need to step up, or we don't want to fall behind. Breaking news. I'm going to start this off. Chris Cuomo got the Chris No-No. He gone. Man, he out of here. They fired his ass. You know, he was trying to help his brother. I guess he was asking reporters if they knew any breaking news or any, you know, secret intel or anything was going to happen about, you know, his brother, Andrew Cuomo. You know, like, you know, he's since he's so Italian, they're trying to, you know, see what's really going on out there. But, yeah, they fired him. That was quick. You know, Fox News is going to go out and, you know, all the right wing, oh, see these fucking liberals, blah, blah, blah. You're going to see how they're falling apart. No, they held them accountable. And I think that's what comes across with a lot of these things. Are we holding people accountable? Like that girl, Lauren Bobbitt, you know, her husband is a sexual, how do they call it? Predator, sex offender. That's what he is. Sorry, he's a sex offender. He whipped his penis out in front of a bunch of high school girls one time out in public, and he got arrested for it. I think even Lauren Bobbitt's been arrested many times for harassment and all these other crazy things. But yeah, even like you know, given racial slurs. I always talk about this. There's something on here. I'll show you on TV. See, I'll bring it out here. Let me open my screen up a little more. Give me some more space. But I think I'm going to show it like, I should point over here. So yeah, so I'll show right here. You can see it's the Treaty of Tripoli, you know. The Treaty of Tripoli happened, I keep saying it's like 1792, you know. 1776, 1792, wasn't that far away. Those motherfuckers were still alive, maybe. But, you know, they stated in there, you know, it's you know, specifically saying that we are not enemies with Muslims, and we are not a Christian nation, and by no way in the United States has there any representation of any Christian morals or anything. It's a country. It has no, you know, religious identity. You know what I mean? People say, well, it's built on Christian values. I'm like, well, I don't know what that means. You know, they built the country on, you know, not raping. I guess Christian values, they had slavery, so slavery, Christian values. And then I also know they didn't let women vote. They didn't let any other race vote except for white people. Is that a Christian value? If that's what you think, what values were the Christian values that they built on? That they didn't have a standing military? Okay, that's pretty good. I get that one. But what is the values that they have? That doesn't make sense. You know, so like, what are you talking about? I mean, so the fact that we even have a flag, you know, I believe goes against Christian values, because that would be a false idol. Now we are praying to this, you know, we go and do a pledge of allegiance to this false idol. We even have a president. And if you have a Trump shirt on, you know, and then you praise to that false idol, or you think that is even delivered by God, which is crazy, you know, that's not Christian values at all. You know, I'm not anything against Christian values, but come on. Is that what you're tying yourself to? I mean, we can love our country, but it's funny. You can love your country, like you could love yourself and think you're a great person, and understand that you're not the fastest person in the world, right? You can think that you're a great person. I think I'm a great person, but I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm not the best looking person in the world. Well, how about this? Across the board on everything that humans do, I'm not in the top 10 in the world. Even like electrical work, or no matter what I do, you know, like breathing air. I don't think I'm in the top 10 of that, but just fucking at least 10 more people better than me to do any of that. But doesn't mean that I'm not good. I mean, I hate myself. My point being, they did a poll the other day that said that kids under the age of 20, 31% of them thought America was the greatest place in the world. Well, that means that 70% of them actually have the internet, you know, and they see that other countries are actually ranked differently. They do a health, they do an education. We know where everybody else is in education and technology. If you want to say that we have some great ass locations, yeah, we do. But do we have like these awesome, you know, Pacific Islands that are all? No, that's why people go there. You know, I guess we have Hawaii, but really we just fucking stole that shit. You know what I mean? But still, and then, you know, that's America, but still, that's a one little location. We have a great lot of stuff, but we aren't number one at anything, except we have, like, was it most people in prison per capita compared to anywhere else in the world, something like 20%. I'll look that up and I'll see if I find the statistic. It'll be right there. But yeah, like I can show us another one. So like education, where are we at? Are we top one? How about infant death? Our kids getting born, where are we at in the world? So that's what really comes down. We might be one of the richest nations in the world because people love to live here. And if you live here, there's been opportunities, especially we have a bunch of people here who buy shit and have jobs, and individually people have a lot more money. But still, we're not number one. Olympics, even when we're going to Olympics, like we have the most medals, we're still pretty close to China. China's, but not, I guess in physical activities, but not all of them. When we ever think we're the number one cross country runner in the world, we know Usain Bolt is the fastest guy, so do I hate America if I say that we don't have the fastest runner in the world? No, I'm just, not dumb. We could love our country and not be, dumb at the same time. I think that would be a very good thing for all of us to be able to love your country and not be dumb. So, yeah, that was cool. I like talking about that. Let me see, bail. Yeah, let's talk about bail. I don't know if you guys know this, but I listen to podcasts and listen to podcasts with lawyers, and they'll talk often about how bail isn't working. I don't know why I just didn't do it. Well, let's say that bail, what percentage of bail is traffic? Let's see. So, do you have to pay a bail and traffic ticket? Okay, so here. Okay. There's too many websites to have to pay a bail. So, I can't bring it up right now, but I'll find it and I'll put it up here in the corner. I was listening to a lawyer. He was saying that a large percentage of bail is traffic court. And then they said like 60% of the people, it was like 90% of all bail is traffic court. Because everybody drives a car, but not everybody stabs somebody, right? So you get traffic tickets, you might get DUIs, you get speeding tickets, you get registration, blah, blah, blah. Things start to mount up, and then you just have regular dumb shit, you know what I mean? So whatever it might be. And then and they say that's 90% of all bail in America. And then 60% of that people can't afford. So if they can't afford it, they just go to jail. And if they're going to jail, it's kind of like not working. Things are, falling apart. And it's just a small, low part of our demographic economically that are affected that the bail isn't really coming into effect. So if you have like someone who murdered somebody and you give him $1 million bail, that's a little different. I guess that guy who ran his car into some people and then he was out on bail. Well, I don't think it. Obviously, if you're a bad person, why be letting people out in the first place? He's innocent until proven guilty. Well, then that's what he gets, right? He gets to get out. We can't hold someone in jail unless they've actually gone to court, right? That's just the way it works out. Kyle Rittenhouse, I don't think he was in jail. I think he was out on bail. No one complained about that. You know what I mean? He could have just very well done gone crazy after that, but I got kids doing weird things. Anyways, but that's the way the system works. If you're going to let them, if they're innocent, you're just trying to get bail, you're trying to get some money out of them. Even if they were innocent, you're still getting money out of them. And that's what this system is trying to do. It's just constantly trying to drain you of money. If you're for less government, you should be for less fucking bail. You know what I mean? Why do you want more government regulations? It was funny. I saw on Fox News the other day, they had Dog the Bounty Hunter. He was on there, and he was trying to argue why he should, everybody should have bail. I was like, come on, buddy. But yeah, it was like, obviously you're for bail. You are you own a bail bonds company. You're a bounty hunter for bail. Like, yeah, you are all for bail. If there is no bail, there is no bounty hunter. There is no dog. The dog goes away. The dog is in retirement. The dog goes back home. He's in the doghouse. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter is for Bill. I get it. Makes sense. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Yeah, so, also, dinosaurs. I guess in Missouri, just changing the subject, speaking of Dog the Bounty Hunter and old-ass dinosaur, in Missouri, they found some old-ass dinosaurs. It was like a duck-billed fucking dinosaur. They said that it's going to be a treasure trove of more dinosaurs. They say that they found like a death pit of dinosaurs. And they usually find like one of these bad boys, then they'll find like 2 or 3 more. See, I'll go back. Dinosaur. Missouri dinosaur. Oh, Missouri dinosaur. Yeah, so they found this, I guess it don't have a duck bill, but it kind of looks like a duck bill. It's on top. It's not like, it's like one on top here. But they found a shitload of these things, like 80. They all died or different, same area, and they got buried one time. They're all different ages. So that's going to be quite a cool little discovery here in America. You know, there you go, guys. Look, we're number 1 at finding dinosaurs. And that's probably not true either, but hey, paleontology, if you're into Friends and if you're into a little bit of Indiana Jones, you too can find dinosaurs here in America. Don't even have to leave the country. That's pretty good. Can't complain about that, right? Dinosaurs in America. And what else we got here? Oh, yeah. Racism. Racism is not good. I told you once, I think I'm a positive racist. You know, like I think positive about people's racism. I point in the wrong direction. So, you know, like I saw this Asian guy who was doing stand-up, and I could have swore he was like a tech genius. Found out he delivered pizzas. I gave him too much credibility. You know, I overcalculated, you know, his potential. And I do this all the time. Like I don't, you know, here in where I live, there's not a bunch of black people, and most of the white people aren't into basketball. So it's like not a lot of conversation I get to get. You know, I mean, I guess most white people other places, not white people here don't watch a lot of basketball. Our basketball team for Fresno State does not get a lot of support. But so when I work out of town, especially the Bay Area, and work around a black guy, I'm like, hell yeah, I can talk some sports. And I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? But they're not into sports, like ever, like never. Every time it's like, I'm ex-military, I like fishing and guns. I'm like, oh man, you ever watch basketball? Oh, I'm not into basketball really. I'm like, fuck, man. Well, what kind of car you got? He's like, I don't got a car. I got a Ford diesel truck. Come on, boy. I'm like, oh, sorry, sir. But anyways, yeah, so I work with this guy, and, you know, I learned, I always tell everybody, I don't care who you are, I'm all, do you listen to rap music? You know, and I would sound like the whitest person when I ever say, do you listen to rap music? I say it just like that. Do you listen to rap music? And they're like, no. Or they say, a little bit, you know, and I'm like deep in the cut. You know, I've been listening to rap music my whole life, and then I have young kids, and they're like 17, 18-year-old boys who are constantly just sending me like the newest Kanye or newest fucking, you know, Fetty Wap or whatever's out there, just constantly, you know, Pop Smoke. I was like, yeah, man, I'm in deep in the music, you know. So I'm like, cool. And he was talking, and he was saying he did some, what did he say? We called it like, like field gameplay, no, field role playing. I'm all, what? And then it kind of clicked. I'm like, wait, just say what it is. And he's like, huh? I'm all, just say what you're doing. Field role playing? You are LARPing. Yeah, that's fun, man. It was great, man. Best times in life. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. You know, this guy's big into LARPing, and he likes the video games, and you know, he's, you know, it's funny. Like when black people, they go to like, when white people go to black, like they do the white person who acts like they're black, it kind of looks like, always makes you feel uneasy. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to do that, you know? And then they're like, man, I grew up on here. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's weird. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to see, what if, like, people just hung around with gay guys, and then they just, you know, like, all the time, would be like, oh my God, guys, like, oh dude, why are you acting gay? I'm not gay, it's just where I grew up. Like, you're so stupid, so dumb of you. I can't believe you judge me. I grew up around gay people, so it's on you, it's not on me. Okay, just back up. Okay, it's just where I'm from. But that never happens. But, you know, all of a sudden the white dude's in the black neighborhood, and then all of a sudden he turns, like, it's almost like sometimes back in the day, it seemed like when the girl would go lesbian, she would go like accelerated dude. You know, it'd be like mullet, lines in the hair, mini truck. Like he had a pager, or she had a pager because it wasn't transgender. It was just whatever she is. And then, but it'd be like dude extreme. It was like, wow, you're kind of like a kind of dude, but like a weird dude, you know? Fucking, I'm only into trucks. I'm only into working on trucks. Lower bitches, man. You know, so it's like fucking crazy. But anyways, yeah. So, but when like the white guy goes black, it always seems like so odd and it's weird. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You know, oh, dude, it'd be cool if like the white dude hung around with Asians. See, that'd be totally inappropriate. Imagine that shit, bro. I'm not even gonna react that, but you can imagine in your head, ready? A white guy, he only grew up in, say, like San Francisco area where there's a large Chinese population, and when he comes out, he doesn't talk like any kind of white person. He only talks with like an Asian accent. That would be fucking like Madonna. Why doesn't that shit? It happens to British. That is crazy. You get British accent, or you can sound like you're fucking stereotypical racist ethnic black person, you know. I don't know if it is stereotypical or racist. I don't know, you know, because, you know, they never talk like Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin's black, but he just talks like Southern, I guess. But they don't talk like that. They always talk like, almost like you're trying to play a role for some kind of Mad TV skit black person, you know. Michael Rappaport is close to going over the edge, but never does. But then when the black guy, when the black guy goes white, like when the black guy who does all the nerdy white stuff, like, you know, whatever the nerdy white stuff is, the black guy does that, it doesn't look nerdy. It still looks kind of cool. I'm just going to say I'm jealous. But, you know, there's a comedian, and he grew up raised by, he's a black guy, he was adopted by a white family. And then, but no one ever says, dang, man, you sound white. You sound like you talk like a white guy. That'd be fucking racist as a motherfucker, you know? He's into rock music, but I have a theory, like, he's into, like, Oasis and stuff like that, but I think in Nirvana, but he's gonna like whatever he's gonna like, you know? Just because he was around white people doesn't mean there's not rap music around. I mean, I grew up around everybody but white, but I listened to lots of rap music. So I don't think the fact that if you're black, he was gonna, or if he was raised by black people, he'd listen to rap. I think the fact he listens to Oasis. I think that's just who he is, no matter what situation he was in, you know. But it's just so crazy that the white guy does that. What is the white guy problem, man? I didn't even think about that. Man, I want to see, the way they should do experiments. There's a movie out there, it's 3 Identical Strangers, where they took these triplets and they separated and put them in 3 situations, and the government want to experiment and see, like, what was the end situation, how would they end up, you know, would they come up differently, or what was their beliefs, or, you know, relationships and habits and addictions, what would be their education level if they're, you know, totally separate, didn't know each other. They should do the same thing. Let's get white people and then spread them out, put one in a majority just all Asian family, you know, but in America, and then like do it, you know, in all the groups, and then have them come back and then see if they talk like those groups. I'll be, you know, see, this is my point. Not all gay guys sound like your TV gay guy. Was that stupid show? It's on the tip of my tongue. Will and Grace. You know, not every gay guy sounds like that guy from Will and Grace. You know, but and that would be saying that if 2 gay guys had a kid, no matter what, they'll come up with a gay accent. They're going to talk gay. That's fucking stupid. You know, oh, man, it's crazy. But yeah, the white guy fucking, I grew up in the hood, dog. Grew up in the hood. I'm like, okay. But, yeah, so that's my part of that one. I'm going to skip on that one. Chris Como got fired, LARPing, dinosaurs in Missouri. Let me see. Where we at there? Boom. Dying up there. Racism. Oh, yeah. So, Donald Trump, and he got COVID. He took that remdesivir. It's also called Veklury. Sounds fucking terrible. But they have recalled that. Like 10,000 doses of that drug. They have recalled that drug because there's, I'm going right to it. They found that there's glass inside. Glass contamination inside of the drug. So you got to be very, very careful taking remdesivir, also known as Veklury. Very, very dangerous medicine out there. So yeah, it could work, but it's Gilead Science Incorporated. If you look on stocks, they do a lot of work in the Bay Area. They're building so many new buildings because more people get insurance, the more you can get fucking medication. So they're like, go insurance, everybody get health care. But yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be a drug that's been out for a little while and still find something bad inside it. That's just the way things go. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You just got to take the good with the bad and keep on rolling. Let me see here, entertainment. Kim Kardashian, man, she's a smart woman there, huh? She does the business deal, right? She married and had kids with Kanye West. She has like royalty type kids, elite type kids that are always going to be Kanye's and Kim's kids, going to be seen like that. And then, from then on, she can marry and have a bunch of different relationships and really spread her wings and help her market herself, as long as they keep those relationships pretty calm and cool. And man, I imagine they do like a NDA in all their relationships completely. No chance they would just have basic weird relationships. I'm feeling generous. No, I'm not feeling generous. That's what I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling of interest. There we go. Even better. Roll the dice. Nope, not playing roll the dice. Anyways, so I'm going to come straight to you guys. Look you straight in the eye. Or the eyes. Saturday. Big things happening. Oh, yeah. I haven't talked about Fresno State. I'm going to put that on the sports podcast. The coach of Fresno State is leaving, going to Washington. And the quarterback's going to leave. Probably follow him. The guy's done great. So just thought you guys check that out. Sideline Sports. What time is it now? I don't even know. But it's Saturday, 3:30, about December 4th. 6:30 out here on Clovis Avenue through Pulaski. They're having the, what they call it, the Electric Light Parade. Be sure you check that out. Shout out to Red Wave Tattoo. If you guys got some ideas, you want to come in and be a guest, we're spreading some people out. I have a couple people that want to come in, trying to get things going, but please call and hit us up. If you want to host, you got ideas, we have spots. Don't be scared, and be prepared, because once these things get up, they're going to be aired. But bring it back. That was that one. Turn that one down. Boom, boom, boom. Turn that one back up. So, we're in the producer's booth. I wonder if it has an echo on there. It should. But, let's see here.
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say.
That's what I did.
You lose. Good day, sir.
And that's going to set it up. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I might come back tonight and do another one, but it's going to be so busy outside. I'll probably have to wait till tomorrow. And you say, I want to know.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
Boom. That's all you. That's that.
Good day, sir.
That's all you had to say. That's all you had to
I'm gonna transition you on missing. Get your listing, it's on Christmas. If you want them big old presents, if you want to get your lessons, got the trees up in corners. If you know what you own it, but you gotta see what's on it. And we all it all, and we all out.